Well, I thought I'd be standing here tonight congratulating trainer driver David Moran on yet another Group 1 victory with his champion pacer Lochinvar. Unfortunately, that was not the case, but I am joined by David to discuss the latest as far as Lochinvar's fitness is concerned. Well, David, before we discuss Lochinvar, how's your heart rate? Has it returned to normality?
Yeah, it's back a bit better today, yeah. It's all come back down to earth and put things into perspective, so it's not too bad today.
Dave, just discuss the process when you found out that Lochinvar did have a problem.
Yeah, so we put him in the paddock yesterday just for about an hour, just get his head down and everything before he come in and got shampooed to go to the races. And I went out to get him and noticed he was a bit sore, and he'd sprung a front shoe and put the nail through just to the side of the frog. So we were unable to race him. He was quite sore. So his health came first, and that was to scratch him from last night and push forward.
David, on a scale of 1 to 10, where does the injury sit yesterday and then moving forward to Saturday?
He was probably about 8 out of 10 lame yesterday, which was a bit of a concern. The main object after that was just obviously to treat the foot and make sure that it doesn't resolve into an abscess. Today he was probably 6 out of 10 lame, so it was definitely an improvement. Hopefully overnight it does the same thing again and we can just press forward.
And how do you treat the injury, David?
Just Epsom salts, water, just mainly keep it clean, and then you just got to keep it flush, keep it clean, keep the dirt out, and just avoid any infection. What's
the process from now until Saturday, when you're hopefully going to trial him between races here at Club and Angle?
Providing he sounds up pretty good, he'll jog through, have a little canter tomorrow if he's okay. Otherwise he'll just go on the treadmill for a couple of days, and then we'll give him a little hit out Wednesday, bring him in here Saturday, and if he's all good, he'll sort of work a mile in around about 150, give him a good blowout.
We have heard the news that he has been exempt from any problems as far as having to go to the 2 sprint races, and he will get an invitation to the Miracle Mile. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, it was a little bit disappointing. Certain states have different rules. Victoria, I know, work off a 7-day, with the vest certificate rule. So up here was a little bit different. It was 10 days after the scratching deadline. That made it quite interesting, but I'm sure if we can get him up to speed and get him back there, I'm sure everyone would love to have him there.
Would you like to give him a hit out in one of the sprints?
It'd be ideal. Yeah, it would be ideal, but that's sort of not how it'll be. So if I can get the miles under his belt this week, if I can get him sound enough, that he's 100% and he's not injuring himself doing that, then he'll have a pretty hard hit out Saturday night, and he'll be close enough to the mark.
It's every trainer's nightmare, whether it's a thoroughbred or standardbred, David, getting up the next morning and going and see a wink, so to speak, with Chris Waller or you with Lochinvar.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's one of them things we've been quite lucky with. We haven't had a lot of issues with him, but yeah, it's certainly extremely bad timing.
David, as a 2- and 3-year-old, he couldn't buy a Group 1 victory. Now he's got 6 Group 1 titles next to his name. What was the switch with Lochinvar?
I think just the racing he had as a 2- and 3-year-old. He didn't. He never had a lot of luck, Mike. He always was drawn poorly. He was having tough runs. There was a couple of times there where he was crossed out wide in the Breeders' Challenge races and never got out till real late and just got beat there in one of them. So he just never had a lot of luck, and he just that consistent, tough, hard racing was probably the bigger thing, I think. And then obviously the horse himself, he just got such a huge heart and will to win. I think that was the bigger thing for him. It's made him into the horse he is now.
On a far brighter note, David, you had an exceptional win with Patch Beachstorm at Newcastle. He's heading to the New South Wales Derby. He looks to be a rising star.
Yeah, he's a really, really nice horse. Has been from sort of day dot. He's got tremendous speed. I'm not sure, just quite how brave he is. Whether he'll stick, that's something that we'll tell in the future. But he's got a lot of bottom and he's got a hell of a lot of speed. And I'm sure, providing he quits himself next week with the Derby heats and gets through, if he gets a bit of luck and gets a good draw, he'll be mighty hard to beat.
Well, David, we can only wish you and Lochinvar the best of luck over the course of the next week. We need champion trainers and drivers like yourself and horses such as Lochinvar, headline makers, to be here during the carnival. So all the very best of luck.
No worries, Mike. Thank you very much.